Hello, hello, Lisa here, and I am just continuing from my previous video that I posted earlier this week. I went ahead and I reformatted my planner that I use for dailies for October. So in my planner, I normally use, it's a week on 4 pages, but I went ahead and for October, I tweaked my template a little bit and decided to go with a daily for the month of October because I want to do a lot of decorating. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to go chunky with this or if I'm just going to plan pretty flat so I can keep it together with the rest of my planner for 2023. I haven't decided, but so far, this is the thickness if I do dailies. This is for the month of October, so it's got 5 weeks in it, and this is the thickness to do a daily, so it's kind of thick. And as you can see, they're now daily pages. They're not split into two. So what I decided to do is, I think I had mentioned in my previous video that I wasn't going to buy any more like die cuts or patterned paper or anything like that. I went through my stash and I was just going to use what I had there. Which was a brilliant idea because as I went through it with you, I just realized how many pretty things I had. I'm just so happy with everything that I have in my collection, so it just makes me really happy. But I had forgotten, and I really just forgot, that I had purchased patterned Halloween paper. I did. So I'm going to show it to you. This is from the Stamp Market, and look at this incredible color palette. So you can kind of see here a little bit here. I just took off my watch. Can you tell? Anyway, so I pulled all my ink colors to match this here, with the exception of black. I'll be using black as well, but I pulled these to match this color scheme, color palette. And that's what I will be using in my daily planner for October. So I pulled Peach, Honey Butter, Flamingo, Nectarine, and Ballerina from Close to My Heart. And then I pulled Lilac from Catherine Puller. These are all dye inks. I love these Close to My Heart ones, and I love Catherine Puller as well. So I was trying to go with just one brand, but I really wanted them to match really well, and I had to pull in one from a different brand. But anyway, so this is going to be my color palette, and so this pattern paper is so cute. Look, it has these tags that you can cut out. I may or may not use these in particular because I don't know if I want to bulk up my planner yet. I don't know if I want it to be chunky. And then here's some Wordfetti, absolutely fantastic, and then some beautiful patterned papers using all the colors from this color palette. It's just so, look at this gorgeous paper. Look at this. Look at with the ink colors in the back. How pretty. I mean, come on. So good. Look at that. So it comes with 2 pages of each pattern, and it's just fantastic. So I'm not mad at myself for buying this. I can see why I had to add to cart. It's fantastic. Oh, so good. So good, right? Okay. So, started with this. I brought out my ink swatch book, which is right here. I just want to tell you what my process was. Got my ink swatch book here, and it has all my favorite inks. And so I went through here, and I grabbed this stripe paper right here to pull my inks. So I grabbed this one, and then pulled all the inks that I needed to correspond with that by looking at my swatch book. So I do not look at the colors that are printed on these labels because they're not always accurate. So what I do is I make a swatch book on the same paper that I'm using for my planner. And this is how I match colors to color palettes. So for example, let's just go to Close to My Heart, and we'll go to we'll just go to Flamingo right here. So this is what it really will look like in my planner. And so when I looked at these swatches, this first one here matched with Flamingo. So I just went through my swatches and kind of saw what would match. Then I pulled Peach for this one, and so on and so forth. So that's how I do it. Okay, so I ended up with all of these beautiful inks, and then I went ahead and stamped inside the margins of my daily pages. Okay, so I wanted to show you what that looked like. And I ended up using, hold on just a minute, let's just get a little organized here. We don't need that. All right. So I ended up using, sorry for the bump, this stamp set from Close to My Heart, and it's called Colorful Texture, and I used this right here to stamp in the margins of my daily pages for October. So, and I didn't punch yet because I felt like it would be easier to stamp if it was not punched. So that's why I didn't do that yet, but I can do it now that it's all stamped in. So what I did is, so this first week of October has lots of September until the last day on Sunday is October 1st. So that's why it says September up at the top. So each week has a different inside of the margin color of ink. So here I used Nectarine, and then this is when it starts October. I still have to stamp October on all these other sheets. And then there's, I believe this is, it's either Peach or Ballerina. I can't remember. I think it's, I don't know. Can't remember. I think it's Peach. Okay. And then, so that's for the second week. And then I used Lilac for the third week. So it's just going to be a lot of fun to kind of have those borders. I need to re-ink my Catherine Puller Lilac. Got a little dry there. But I have re-inkers, so that's all good. And then this is Honey Butter. And the way these inserts are going to work, here's a new week. So it's going to have one full decorative box, so I can do whatever I want with this particular page. And then it starts Monday right here. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just like that. Now I can punch it. But I got to go ahead and add the month at the very top. So that's as far as I've gotten for the dailies so far, but I wanted to show you that. And then as far as this section here, the big decorative box, I had trimmed just this one down just to kind of see how I would like if I just filled that one decorative box at the beginning of each week with a patterned paper from this patterned paper pack. So I could do that, but as I laid it here, I thought, I don't know if I like it. I mean, I could add additional images, Halloween images, and I could do other stuff, but I also got some other new things from the stamp market that I may want to incorporate. And I just have so much in my stamp and die collection. There's just, you know, once I kind of see this whole color scheme and I see this all coming together, it's like there are thousands of ideas flowing in my head. Like so many ideas. So, not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I think some of these other patterned pieces would look even better. You know what I'm saying? As you can kind of see. Maybe it's just this striped one that's throwing me off because it's got stripes and then stripes down here. I don't know what it is, but I think I could, instead of just putting patterned paper there and being done with that decorative part, I think I can do something a little more creative. So that's why I haven't committed and I haven't set this down yet. Let's see what it looks with another color. I'm just curious. So here's another little margin color, and then this. Yeah. Okay. Let's just keep looking, just for fun. Yeah, see, I feel like it needs just a little something more. Yeah, I feel like it just needs something more. So I think what I'm going to do, and I haven't decided quite yet, but I have some dies here, some new dies from the stamp market. And I think, let's see. So these are my stamps and dies from the stamp market that just came in today. You know I love Halloween. I've mentioned it already. And I have a lot of Halloween stamps and dies already, but when it comes to Halloween, I don't know, just can't have too many. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so I have these bats. This makes a shaker element, but you can also obviously just use it as it is. So I'm thinking, you know, with these pattern papers, with the exception of the tags and the word Fetty, so let's just look at the other pattern papers, put these aside. You know, it'd be really cool to kind of cut this out of a die and then just kind of go like that on this page. It doesn't even have to fit within this rectangle. I mean, you know, I can just go crazy with patterned paper. And so, you know, when I look at these, I kind of think, okay, maybe I don't want to just put down patterned paper and kind of go on with the decorating. Maybe I want to do a little bit more. Now, these I wouldn't use in my planner, but these are confetti makers for shaker cards. So bats and the word spooky and some other stars and dots. And then these really cool stars and some moons and Happy Halloween. But these are really cool confetti makers. So this is Spooky Sweets confetti and Halloween Sparkles confetti. And then the bat shaker. And then the Book of Spells, some stamps, which I think will look really, really cool here in the planner part. You know, that's why I wanted a daily, because I wanted room to decorate. I didn't want to share the page with more than one day. And I'll be journaling and writing appointments and all other stuff that goes on, especially Dodger games for the playoff season and stuff like that. Ooh, so exciting. Anyway, so this has matching dies. So this is Book of Spells. And then this is not Halloween related, but it is Happy Mail related. So, of course, I picked it up. I love this big, huge hello is amazing. Deliver with love. Sending happiness in an envelope. Just such great, great things. And then I have the matching die for the hello. So that'll be fun for card making. And then I bought this passport size traveler's notebook folder maker. So this will be really fun for kind of making inserts and stuff like that for my planner if I do want to get bulky. Now this is if I want to get bulky, so I'm not sure about that. Another one I got was a tag holder die, you know, for like gift cards and stuff like that. I picked that up. So I wouldn't use that in my planner. But like, here's an example of something I can use right here in this decorative box. So this is a postage stamp die cut. So it die cuts these 4 individual stamps, and then once you die cut that, you can place this over the paper that you die cut, and I can ink blend the 4 areas of the stamp, and then I can put little goats, I can put a pumpkin in one, I can put Happy Halloween in another, and it'll just look like a quadrant of stamps, right, with different decorations. And then I can just kind of tilt it, or, you know, do whatever. I could even cut the 4 stamps apart and kind of put them on here. So I just feel like there's more options with this beautiful patterned paper. And then I bought this Ribbon Award and Rosette. They're going to look really good together. Again, this is more for card making, not necessarily for my planner. And then this is for card making as well. This is fantastic. So if you do send out handmade cards, this is the embossed mailing label. And I love it because it cuts 2 straight lines here and then horizontally squiggly postage-like cuts. And then it embosses these lines so you can address your envelope. So then you would place this on your envelope like a label. And that would be really cute. Okay, so then here's another die. This one's called Postage Stamp Die. So it's a little different. So just imagine if this is all cut out, because this die needs to be cut apart. And say we just have this postage stamp. I mean, it would be so cool to cut out of this paper and then just have a large kind of stamped shape thing. And I can do something with that as well. So I liked that. Loved this number set that I purchased. It's called Simple Script Numbers, and it's great for dating the planner. So I might go ahead and use this to date each day. I love stamps that have an outline and a fill. Love that, because then I can use 2 different stamp colors to coordinate with whatever my color palette is. So I'm excited about that. And I'm so sorry, not sorry, if this causes you to add to cart. I'm sorry, not sorry. Because I say I'm sorry because I know how tempting it can be to buy all this stuff. And then I say I'm not sorry because I know how satisfying it is to receive all this stuff. All right, so then here's some cool spider web dies. I mean, this would just look so cool too if I just took that, even just black cardstock. But I could also use the patterned papers just so that everything coordinates. But I mean, this one's not cut apart yet. But look at how cool that spider web would look right there and even right here. You know what I mean? Or even this one. Like, this can be so good, you know, to decorate. Just, you know, yeah. Okay, so there's that one. And then there's this one. This is another postage-like thing, but this is called postcard. And I like this one because it creates an outer and then a layer that you can place on top of your outer layer. So it can create like 2 layers. And I thought that would be great too, to create kind of like a postcard here, but with 2 different layers. Using this die, I just think incredible, right? I mean, that would be so good. So anyway, and then I have all kinds of other stuff in my stash when it comes to card making and dies and stamps like that. I have a lot more that I could use, but these are just ones that I happen to receive in the mail today. So are we still recording? Let me see. Hold on just a second. Let me just make sure. Okay. And I don't think we are. Let's see. Yeah, we are. Okay, we're still good. Sorry. Anyway, these are just things that are on the top of my mind because I just received them today. And since I'm using a color palette developed by the Stamp Market, I might as well just continue with that trend and use their stamps and dies as well. Among other things, I know I'll be bringing in other brands as well. But like, for example, for this one, I kind of want to cut this apart right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me grab my clippers so you can see what I'm talking about. And okay. So with dies like this, they manufacture like this so they can not waste a bunch of material. And then what you do is you kind of clip these apart like this. And then like this is, you know, one separate die. Obviously you would trim all this off so you don't kill yourself. And then this one. Now these are a little bit harder to come apart because this gap is just not very big. So what I can see I can do here is just kind of, let's see. Well, let's see if I can get in there. It's kind of I know what I could do. Do I want to do it? Okay, I know what I could do. I don't really want to do it this way though, but then it wouldn't bulk up my planner. Okay, so now since I stamped in orange here, then I'm not going to use orange again because I think that's too repetitive. But like say I used this and this, for example. We're going to try it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this as is, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to run it through my machine and cut 2 of them. I'll be right back. Wish me luck. I'm just right around the corner. So I used that die, and I cut both of these, right? So they kind of come apart, and so now I can interchange them. But I noticed this one didn't cut all the way, so I want to be careful. I'm not sure why it didn't cut all the way. Okay, so what I would do is like, for example, I would put this there and then put this inside, right? So this is what I mean, just kind of decorating more like this. And then what I could do, I mean, this is just so cute. How cute is that? And then I could even kind of memory plan in here. I could put a couple of pictures or whatever. I just think that'll be so cute. Don't you think? That is so cute. And then, you know, this can be used in another one, or even on a Halloween card that I make. You know what I mean? That's adorable. But you can no longer tell this kind of says boo. But there's my workaround for not getting those dies cut apart. And then what I could do to fill in the rest of the background, well, I can stamp little bats. I can even ink blend here. I could mask off the rest and just kind of ink blend if I wanted to. Or I kind of thought with my close to my heart stamps that I used for the, hold on, let me find them. Where did they go? They're probably in this big huge pile I have here. Yeah, they are. Okay. So, like these splatters, like this one here, or that one, well, probably this one because it's bigger. Like I could stamp all around here just for the background, just for a little bit of splatter. Let me just show you what I mean. I mean, this looks fine just like this, but I kind of want to do something with this empty space here inside of the border. So what I'm thinking is I could take a stamp like, and this is called Background Elements from Close to My Heart, but I could take a splotchy stamp like this, right? And just stamp all around here so it kind of fills that area, and then this can just go right here. See, it feels a little more creative than just putting scrapbook paper. Now, the scrapbook paper you can definitely do because I'm going to be stamping all in here and journaling, and you know, there's just going to be a lot going on. But like I said, I received these dies, and I'm like, I want to use them, and it's just so cute. So let's see how that would look. I think we can do, I wasn't going to do this right now, but I think we're going to do it right now because why not, right? I mean, really. Okay, so I will take, what color do I want to do? So I don't want to do lilac because I'm already using, lilac is already here. I'm using black, and then I already used nectarine. So I can use either one of these three, or I can use black. Black might look really cool too because there's splatters. So let's use let's use honey butter, I guess. Yeah, let's use honey butter. Let's see how this works out. Let's just see. Get some stuff out of the way. I mean, I could even take this, put some of this ink right here, and I can even ink splatter it myself with a brush. Or I could use a stamp. Oh, I could even use, I think these lines would look really cool. Let's go with the splatter, since that's what I thought of initially. So we're just going to put this here. Actually, I'm going to put it towards the edge of the block, like this. Okay, I'm just going to rub it against my palm just to condition it, just in case I've never used it. I don't know if I did or didn't. And then I'm going to take a Post-it note here so that I can mask off as I go. So I'm just going to put that there. Put this here. Just like that. Ink up. Stamp. And I love that. You see how cool that looks? Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn my stamp just so that it's not all, not all the same pattern, just kind of repeating. I kind of want to have some difference here. And then I'm going to move this over here towards the center. Okay, and I'll just go like that. Okay, and then I'll move it a little bit more. We're just going to mask this off real quick. ink up. And maybe use this. Perfect. Okay, so then let's see. And we don't have to stamp the whole area necessarily. I just want to see how that would look. See, it looks a little more finished, I think. So that's perfect. So we're going to hardly need anything on the sides, and then we'll just need to fill this area. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's fill this bottom part. And you can use even, it doesn't have to be sticky Post-it. It can be just a piece of paper that you put there just while you're stamping to mask off. All right, so then we're going to do that. You can move it around. Go like this. I think that's good enough for the bottom. And then we're just going to do a little bit here on the sides, really not much, but we'll get that going. And then we can go ahead and lay down our die cut. And I think that'll just look a little more finished. It'll also bring in more of the color palette. Okay, so just a little bit there, a little bit right there, and then a little bit right here, and a little bit right here. Okay, there we go. We can reuse these. Okay, so there's that. Isn't that cool? And we don't have the mess of actual ink splattering if I did use a brush and use this ink. I could have done that, but this was a lot easier, a little more consistent, because you don't necessarily get consistency when you ink splatter manually, and a lot less messy. Okay, so then now this can kind of lay here, and it'll just look so cute. Isn't that great? It looks so cute. I don't know if I want it straight, or maybe I want it to come up a little bit so I can maybe put a title here or something. I don't know. I mean, because this, I think I'll go ahead and put it kind of tilted and off to the center like this, because I don't really even know what this is going to be. This may end up being the extent of this decorative page. I may not, have a picture for this. Well, this would be for the week. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do here, but I do like the idea of mixing the papers like this. So let me know what you think. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fun to date everything. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think off camera, I'll continue. I have to do October on all of the rest of the days within this. I just did the first week, so you can kind of see where we're going. And then like for October, so October will continue in this week, and I'll do it in this ink color. So the month will match whatever's in the margin there. Okay, and then it'll just change. And I think it'll be really cute. Okay, so let me know what you think so far. Let me know if you're loving the dailies. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's going to work out, you guys. So thanks for coming along, and I will see you in the next video as we continue this process. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.